Welcome back. Joining me now happens to be the president of the Friends of Fulford Association, which is the Fulford Place Museum, of course. And I'm talking with Kathryn Manugui. Kathryn, nice to have you.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes, hey. So just tell our viewers, what is the difference between your association and Fulford Place itself?
Well, Fulford Place Museum is owned by the Ontario Heritage Trust. They run it. They put the lights on. They pay to employees at the trust. The Friends of Fulford are, we raise money for restoration of artifacts. So when we put on an event and it's hosted by the Friends, we're raising money to restore a piece of history. So we're not trying to pay for the rent or put the lights on or do anything like that. So it's we're a little different, but we're run by volunteers,
which is wonderful.
Yes, so and we're slowly growing, and we're just welcoming anybody who loves history. Join us and do some of the events, get dressed up, and meet people.
Right. And we're going to be talking about something, well, actually more than one thing,
right,
that is very interesting. And it's an evening of investigation at Fulford Place. And you're going to tell us about it, right?
Whoa, okay. Well, what we're doing is the Phantoms of Yore are coming into Fulford Place, and we'll be having an evening of people investigating the ghosts at Fulford. And this is a kind of a run-off from our ghost tours in the fall. And we thought a lot of people have asked us if they can come in on their own and see if they can communicate with some of the ghosts.
Yes.
So we contacted Phantoms of Yore, and they're going to come in and run an evening where people can walk around and be their own little Ghostbusters.
So interesting. I love it. And this is going to be happening in February 17th and 18th, right?
Actually, it's going to be February 7th and 8th.
8th, okay.
Yep. And it's going to be starting at 4 o'clock and finishes at midnight.
Yes.
So it's a whole evening of walking around and experiencing the supernatural.
Whatever's going to happen that
evening. What's going to happen? Now, we have told the ghosts to be on time and, and make sure they show up.
Be kind. I know that you sold out.
We did.
You have sold out.
We couldn't believe it. We put it on, we advertised it and sold tickets on the Art Center, and we sold out in 5 hours.
That's wonderful.
I know, we were stunned.
And that's somewhat of an indicator that, well, maybe you should have another one if this one goes well.
Well, do you know what? And people have been phoning, asking to go on waiting lists, and couldn't we make an exception? Yeah. And we just, because it's a museum, we're limited to space.
Exactly.
We just cannot do this. But we were, actually, I was stunned.
You're taken aback by it.
5 hours.
So now the funds from this event, the 2-day event, the 7th and 8th of February, what's it going towards? You had mentioned earlier that restoration. Is there something that's happening right now that's being restored?
Oh, definitely is. We are very involved in the restoration of the drawing room, which has been a couple of years projects, but we still are committed to be helping out and finishing it up. Also, this is really interesting, is that in our archives, we found a painting, and we decided to have it restored, so we contacted different restoration people.
Yes.
Well, Queen's University stepped up, and they asked if they could use it as part of their master's program at Queen's University, and they're restoring it.
Oh, how nice.
Nice. And they're being wonderful. They're documenting the whole process.
Yes.
And we just confirmed that it was painted in the 15th century.
Wow.
And in Florence. Now, it's not one of the major Renaissance painters. It's not Lippi, it's not Michelangelo, but it's really quite beautiful. And it's quite nice. It's huge.
It's huge?
It's probably bigger than this table. It's round, and it was framed in a gilt, in a gilt frame.
Okay.
So we're restoring the painting, and we're also restoring the frame itself.
So we're talking the 1500s, the 16th
16th century.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
it would be amazing to see.
It is, and the process is amazing. Is how they can take off the varnish. They can look at the painting. The art historians from Queens have come in and looked at it and are trying to trace who the painter is. So it's a wonderful collaborative endeavor with Queens. We're very, very pleased
You got
with
me
them.
excited about it now.
I know.
I want to know what's under there.
It's going to be finished.
Yes. So let's talk about Heritage Week. When is Heritage Week? That should be coming up soon.
Yes, Heritage Week, we're going to be open February 22nd and 23rd. It's basically at the end of the Heritage Week. There's a lot going on that week and family days that week. So we decided that we'd be open on the weekend, as I said, February 22nd, 23rd. And it's entrance by donation.
Yes.
So people can walk through, they can look and do their own self-tours.
Okay.
We'll have volunteers there to interpret some of the rooms for them.
Good.
And it's a great day to look at a little past history.
You people are busy, aren't you?
We are busy.
I know.
Are busy. We thought it was off season.
No. Okay, one thing, going back to the evening of investigation, I know that several volunteers years ago have shared their experiences, and things have happened in the Fulford place.
There is, yeah.
Yeah, they really, really have. And so the groups that are going to be there, the 7th and the 8th, now there will be like a munchie, a snack that will be provided.
Oh, yes, we'll be giving people dinner. We're having pizzas brought in.
Yes.
There'll be salads. There'll be,
Good.
The volunteers are baking, and there'll be refreshments. So it's going to be a whole evening. You're not going to be hungry. You're going to have a chance to be able to walk around the museum, and you'll be guided by professionals.
So you can ask questions. And make sure that you listen intently and keep your eyes open, because you never know what you're going to see.
Or be tapped.
Or you
feel. You feel.
Yes.
I work with one of the young volunteers, and she experienced an event there. Unfortunately, they haven't come to me, but I know a number of people, they may have been a bit leery or not really believing. After they've experienced something, they walk out and they go, well,
I'm a believer now.
I'm a believer now.
I was a docent there years ago, and there was, I've had something happen.
Oh, really?
Yes, I have. So I can affirm that, yes, there are ghosts there.
Right. Was it a feeling, or was it a light, or?
No, it's something that happened.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Oh, I will at some point in time. But please, if you have an opportunity, go and make sure that you do listen while you're in Fulford Place Museum, because it's fantastic. It's they're not harming you by no means.
No, they're not.
No.
And really, what we're doing is encouraging people during the evening is don't talk. It's, it's not a place, or it's not going to be an evening where you're chattering away with each other. No. You have to be very quiet, and you have to listen, and you have to feel.
It can be very subtle.
And it can be very subtle.
Yeah.
It can be very
subtle. Like somebody standing behind you.
Right.
Okay. That's perfect. Thank you very much. And if you do decide to have another investigation, I would love to go, and I'm sure there's some of my viewers that would love to go too. So please let us know.
Oh, we will. We'll be advertising. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
You have to be quick.
Thank you very much for sitting down.